My name is Diane. I am an empath, but this is not my real voice. I explain in the show notes why I use an AI voice, but I wanted to let you know that the words within this audio are really coming from me. Okay, let's get to today's video. When you're an empath, there tends to be many hurdles to overcome in life. Because of this, it is important to make sure we know where any empath imbalances lie, so that they don't cause any more unnecessary difficulties. However, as you've probably already found out for yourself, it can be tricky to determine if something is a human physical problem or if it's something caused by an empath trait gone awry. Sadly, there is often a crossover between the two in many of our emotional or physical troubles. For example, a physical weakness, such as a hormone irregularity, can often trigger an empath imbalance, such as making you more open to picking up and experiencing the erratic emotions of those in close proximity. But for the sake of this video, we're going to take a look at certain empath weaknesses and struggles. So, here are 8 common things that often show that you are out of balance as an empath. 1. Your intuition is off. Something all empaths have is good intuition or gut skills. When I say gut skills, I mean not only having powerful intuitive feelings within the gut, in regards to a situation or person, but also having the ability to read them. However, when you are out of balance, as an empath, those gut skills, and other intuitive abilities, won't serve. 2. You get angry around people. Just because you're an empath, does not make you a saint. You will still get angry and you will still have negative feelings. However, when you are out of balance, so to speak, you will get angry or resentful when anyone comes uninvited, within your energy bubble. But especially strangers and those you may randomly come across when out and about. This is often caused by having a permeable or leaky aura, where too much energy gets in. Energy that is not supposed to be there. Generally, when you rebalance and reground yourself, these aggressive emotional waves go away, or at least lessen. If they don't, you may need to look into any physical issues or you may need a realignment of your chakras and your energy field. 3. You feel incredibly tired after spending any time in public. We all know, as empaths, that being in public for a great deal of time can be draining to one's physical and mental health. However, when you are out of balance, this will happen after only a short time. For example, you may go to the shops feeling bright and perky. You come home 30 minutes later feeling drained and wiped out. Not normal. Again, this can happen because you are lapping up too much energy from others, because of leaky aura. 4. You draw in toxic people. When you are out of balance, as an empath, and especially if your energy field is permeable, you have the tendency to lift a lot of negative emotional energy from the world around you. You then attract in people who match this vibration, including people who you might consider toxic. We tend to think if we can change our way of thinking, it will change our energy to more positive. And yes, this will certainly help. But more often, we need to take a look at anything that is triggering us, and remove it from our life, before we will see a real shift in our energy. 5. You only notice the negative traits in others. When you are in a dark place, or when unbalanced, you tend to see only the negative in the world, and not the positive. The world is in a very weird place at the moment, and we are having all sorts of negativity fired at us by the media. This in itself can massively impact you as an empath. Meaning, you start seeing and feeling negativity everywhere. Try a few days away from all online media. This is often enough to reset the way you feel. 6. Weird body aches flare up when around people. When out of balance, as an empath, you may notice more bodily aches and pains when around people. It's almost like an allergic reaction. This might be caused by a physical issue. But if it only happens when around certain people, it is often a sign of being ungrounded. That said, it could also be a warning to tell you this person or environment is not good for your health. Our higher self has many ways of getting our attention. Sometimes, that is through the way things feel, but it can also be seen through body aches and pains. 7. You always avoid spending time with people. When out of balance, the last thing you want to do is be around others. Even good people. You want to stay locked up in your own little world. Now, although many empaths may avoid certain people because of the energy they emit, when imbalances are present, they often don't want to be around anyone. We can all go through times of hibernation and people avoidance. It can be a way to nurture our wounds and reset. But if it doesn't let up, it could be a good time for an empath reset. See my blog for more information. 8. Your brain goes into a fog. Often, when you have taken on too much energy, as an empath, your mind gets scrambled. It can feel like a dense fog has shrouded your mind. I understand that brain fog can be caused by many things, particularly hormonal issues, but it is also an empath trait, especially when you are ungrounded. Generally, when you reground, the symptom of empath brain fog goes away. Simple ways to do this are to get out in nature, use a grounding crystal such as black tourmaline, or simply stand on your lawn for 10 to 20 minutes. Now, although this video is about empath imbalances, as already noted, there is so often a crossover between physical and energetic misalignments. But how would you know either way? Generally, if you work on grounding and resetting, and you still suffer with the aforementioned issues, it is probably a mix of human and empath. Meaning an energetic imbalance has affected the physical body, or vice versa. There are hundreds of posts on my blog, all written to help you live a happy, healthy empath life. I have put links in the show notes below. I do hope this helps on your journey. Until next time. Diane. Oh, and if you want to visit my blog, you can type into any search engine, dianecatherine.com.